And here you see my photograph with a HisMelchizedek Adgeh house. Then HisMelchizedek Adgeh and HisMelchizedek Adgeh. Now HisMelchizedek Dr.Mekbib and HisMelchizedek Adgeh. And here you see I took the photograph with a 35mm camera. And the criminals, the conspirators have whitened her artificially. They have whitened her two hands, whereas the original photograph is not. And the original photograph, which I have uploaded it to the internet TV broadcasting channel, I consider subscribe to and click that YouTube.com on the channel in which you are watching it. The four sides by the corner, by all the sides there, you see my hand and her hand, and you see I have 98 to 99% bright Caucasian look as well. She's 100% pure Caucasian Hebraist girl, part of HisMelchizedek Adgeh, my wife, part of my wife is HisMelchizedek Adgeh. But here they have artificially whitened her hands in attempt to portray me as a redskin Hebrew, maybe as an Indian or so, and cover up my genuine identity of my Caucasian Hebrew identity. When I am in my exact look, I have a bright Caucasian Hebrew look. It is what the conspirators are trying to cover it up. And nevertheless, as I said to you, here you see I am when I'm in my exact look here, you see I have my hands are bright Caucasian look, my hands, but my face you see is red skin there. But here you see when I'm in my exact look, all my hands through my face, all of my physical body. And it is why I am the white man ruling the world. In 1980, 82 to 82, 57, 40 to 42, Hebrew calendar, 19 to 21, Hebraist era. When I was sojourning in Ethiopia, I took a photograph for work ID. And I was photographed, and in the photograph, when I see it there, I saw for the first time I am the white man. It is my exact look, and it is HisMelchizedek Dr.Mekbib and HisMelchizedek Adgeh, Hebraist.
Independence Day celebration in the United States of America, in which I hereby am declaring to all legal citizens, residents of the United States of America, except the other one, Minnesota, the British Black, Negroes, Africans, the British Americans who committed horrific crime against humanity. My divine vision, the Almighty God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, spoke to me along with Mark chapter 12, verse 15, verse 15 through 17, in 1990, February calendar, 29 Hebraist, in which Elohim declared, stating, the then Melchizedek, now he's not considered Dr.Mek Adgeh, I am the only legitimate leader for Americans, and the Micah government and creation of the universe, Elohim told me to form and lead it, the only legitimate government for Americans, they should pay tax to, is 100% proved divine. Speaking about myself, I'm the Caucasian Hebrew ethnic American man with redskin Hebrew Caucasian Hebrew look. The God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Yahweh, Elohim has a purpose in my life. More than 3,400 years ago, the Hebraist High Priest restored the royal Hebrew crown to descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob from the tribes of Judah, Joseph, and Levi, who had been sojourning in Ethiopia, a land of Cush, not in Genesis chapter 2, verse 13. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not a so-called Ethiopian Jew, so-called Palasha. They are Cushites, Negroes, Africans, blacks. They are not Hebrews. They are not descendants of Shem. How did it keep to happen? I have a redskin Hebrew look with a Caucasian Hebrew look. It is a much miracle beyond the beyond the law of epigenetics. As also in Genesis chapter 25, verse 21 to 26, and 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 1 to 13, Song of Songs chapter 5, verse 10, Lamentation chapter 4, verse 1 to 7. My divine vision, Elohim provided me as well. And what I have in my exact look, I have right Caucasian Hebrew look. The rest of the times I have redskin Hebrew look. And I'm not in Genesis chapter 25 to 26. We see the twin of Jacob, Esau, born of the same Caucasian Hebrew father, mother, forefather, and grandfather and grandmother was redskin Hebrew, whereas Jacob was Caucasian Hebrew. And it is how in my case as well. And Elohim has provided me the visions in which I saw my Caucasian Hebrew forefathers, my Caucasian Hebrew foremothers, and my sisters, Caucasian Hebrew relatives as well. And I myself have found myself, Elohim, as I have pussy instead of one particular calendar, 40 Hebraist with a Hebraist girl, Hebraist Adgeh, I myself was one in my look, all of my skin, one. And this saw the elders the born of Caucasian Hebrew, ethnic, Caucasian Hebrew wives, not of any other ethnic. Speaking about my Hebraist prophecies, divine visions, sign of little righteous, and achievements I made, 1963, December 63 Hebrew calendar, when I was age 2, one morning while I was seated just 1.75 meters in front of my father on a couch, my father, my Hebrew father was talking to his friend, and I listened to him saying, the God of Israel has told him one of his children will be a great to very great person. And 1965 to calendar for Hebraist era, the Ruach HaKodesh started seeing me up by divine visions, as noted in Genesis chapter 13, verse 25. And at the time, my father, my Hebrew father, said, it is my son Micah who would be a great to very great person, because all of the rest of my brothers and sisters don't have such supernatural experience. In 1960s, you can the picture, I thought, once in girls, I want to marry them, and they became my wives. They are them whom I started converting to us since 1965 by my divine visions, which I told, which I fulfilled after I told my Hebrew mother, somehow their Sundays and so on, and which my Hebrew mother made it public, and the girls became aware of it. In 1971, 73 to 77, 57, 33 to 37 Hebrew calendar, 12 to 16 Hebraist era, I knew I destroyed factor finishes against it. My Russian marriage to all of Russian calendars, my Russian converses, and 1987, 40 Hebrew calendar, 1900 Hebraist era, the God Elohim revealed neutral self to me, and neutral revealed neutral self to my Hebrew father, to them also. Neutral revealed neutral's name, the God of God, and made Hebraist miracles in my life. And also, neutral named me the righteous Adam of all white girls. Neutral named me. Thus, I devoted myself for Hebraism, studying my Bible, praying, and so on. And I live in the Hebraist culture, in the sort of Hebraist culture. And 1981 to 82, so also at 43 calendar, 20 to 21 Hebraist era, I took photographs calendar, my righteous marriage ceremony, in which I am married to all my Megillus, and I named them prophesies of Genesis chapter 3 verse 20, because their righteous Adam of Genesis chapter 2 verse 18 happened. And the caption already, based on my divine vision, November-December 1998, in which I was flying across the United States, called Marshall Penny, is in the process. I will complete my audit by 10 Penny Adgehs, including Penny Linda Adgeh, the former Penny Linda Carter, from Paris with Adgeh, the former Paris with Hilton, her relatives, white relatives, the governor from Hilton, and 8 other Penny Adgehs, Caucasian Hebrew, Caucasian American daughters, my Hebraist converses, legally, without divorcing any of my Hebraist white daughters, prophesies of Adgeh. And June 1998, I saw the divine vision, and the vision I saw, they do so there, hang it. Also, I am teaching all of the white and the girls, my people, Hebraist of those, teaching them my Hebraism, advising them, and in this day, those of them who aspire for Hebraist ministry and governance, I will train them and appoint them for Hebraist leadership in various posts of Hebraist leadership in my Hebraist government and congregation of the universe under my Kohen Gadol role of foundation universe leadership. Some of my Hebraist achievements I made thus far in 1982, 81, 45 calendar, 20 Bashara, I cast out Zamanishvi, the god of voodoo, demonology, witchcraft, Santeria, shamans, and the Zamanishvis, which harasses, sparks, even processes of white Megillus, and bested it in half, because I have authority over it. And the 1984, Hebrew calendar, 23 Bashara, I prayed for then President Reagan re-election of the collapse of the evil communist empire, the Soviet Union. And President Reagan was re-elected. I praise the Lord for it. And he drained the economy of the Soviet Union by his arms competition. Nevertheless, what he achieved was, before he left office in January 20, 1989, is arms reduction peace treaty with the Soviet Union. Nevertheless, the God of Israel answered my prayer by collapsing the Soviet Union on the third year after Reagan left office, December 1991, Uganda, 30 Bashara. Accordingly, the God of Israel set free Eastern Europe, including Russia, from the devilish fears of the anti-Russian world order, which have taken away their inalienable right of freedom of religion, of speech, of writing, of the first right for peaceful association, and right for to own private property and to be wealthy. The Hebraist, the basic Hebraist inalienable right by my Hebraist leadership. In 1987, 42 calendar, 25 I saw Marxist ideas, British American, that's part of my professor, Christian Rodgers, Rose Adgeh, wanted in American demonstrating socialism is the double form of anti-Messianism, so we have to eliminate it. As well as 1 Kings chapter 18, so 19, 2 Kings chapter 9 and 10. It is part of my fire of Elijah. And 1987, 47 Hebrew calendar, 26 Bashara, I see is what is it Americans own so-called church, which are located in Shavout, Ethiopia, and 99% of those who worship there are white snakes. And I thought my husband there, stating Apostle, the so-called Apostle Paul, is heretic minister, was preaching Christianity cannot be relied upon, because Paul in Romans chapter 6 verse 20 to 21, Colossians chapter 2 verse 11 through 16, as well as Philippians chapter 3 verse 1 through 9, just as an example, he says, the law is not way absolute, don't obey it. But the same Paul we see in Acts chapter 3, 12 verse 16 through 26 has Christianity, in which he says the law is not always absolute, and willfully upholding the law as purified, cleansed himself. But the words ethnic minister was conducting the Bible study downplayed me, saying, "Oh boy, called me evil lip service," and distracted me, so I didn't pursue pardon. Nevertheless, after a week or so, the God of Israel has made a HisMelchizedek in my life. Neutral, as I'm worshipping the God of Israel, Yahweh Elohim, and look with my Hebraist I see, Elohim said to me, "Nothing is impossible to God," and anointed me by neutral, the Caucasian Spirit of God. What I sensed is the oil being poured on my physical body, and my spirit, I was catapulted to the top of the mountain of Elohim. At the time, there had been wise thinkers who had been reading my mind, practicing divination, because it was not revealed to me yet, and they came and they said to me, "You are our husband, our King David, our High Priest." Then in 1988, 48 under 27 Hebraist I started beheaded the Ethiopian, the Cushites, the Bucks, Bodo, Communists, and the prophet Elijah. And the same year, as I'm thinking with my divine tongue, I see my Hebraist and they danced. Then in 1989, 49 Hebrew calendar, 28 Hebraist I taught my Hebrews white today, as well as my Hebraist two Hebraist lessons. One is Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6 through 7. Our Hebrew Messiah is a wonderful counselor of Hebrews, not the anti-Hebraist evil who framed Hebrews, stating Hebrews are children of the devil. In John chapter 8 verse 44, who admitted so-called he is evil. In Luke chapter 18 verse 18 through 19, the breaker of the law, who says, "Eat and work on Sabbath and so on," whereas our Messiah is who fulfilled the law, not in Matthew chapter 5 verse 17, ordered us saying, "Obey the commandment, the Torah, the prophets," and so on. Noted in John chapter 14 verse 15, chapter 14 verse 24. And it is one of the verses by which I proved on the Christians, the so-called Jesus, Messianics, so-called Jewishites, anti-Jewish person, not our Hebrew Messiah Yeshua, one of the 62 verses. And the second verse I taught is Isaiah chapter 27, titled New Journey. What's the new journey? It's my horizon, by which I defeated all the world leaders. And in 1990, 750 Hebrew calendar, 29 Hebraist, when the God of Israel brought me to inherit me my land in the United States of America, and I made a few days in the United States of America, I saw the one vision. In my one vision, the original dollar, the official currency of the United States of America is mine. And what Elohim says along is in Mark chapter 12 verse 15 through 17, Adgeh, the same Adgeh now, is Melchizedek Dr.Mek Adgeh, is the only legitimate leader for Americans, my Lord and congregation of the rivers, and therefore the only government, legitimate government for Americans, they should pay tax to. And in 1991, 30 Hebraist era, I taught my Hebraist the city, don't practice our own practice, because they revealed it to me in Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 9 through 14, and if there has been a habit attempted, don't pursue it, but if there has been practicing, quit, never pursue it. And 1992 calendar, the Hebraist era, Elohim spoke to me while I'm in my native Shavout, garden in Springfield, Illinois, before my own Hebraist Bethlehem. And that neutral provided me the one vision in which I saw my white sheep, all of them, my Hebraist purpose. I started converting them to Hebraist since 1985, 5725 Euro calendar for Hebraist era. I made since 1925 Euro calendar, my Hebraist era. And 1997, 57 Euro calendar, 36 Hebraist era, I started about divine vision. In the vision, I saw Melchizedek Adgeh coming to me dressed with Israeli military uniform. At the time, in the vision I said to her, Penny, I am the Israeli American, you are the British American. What did you wear? Israeli military uniform. Then, after a week or two, I saw another divine vision. The vision, I'm standing, dressed with marriage clothes with Melchizedek Adgeh, the former Penny Carter from Williams, Illinois. This is my marriage, as I kept Shomali, the Master Penny, my website orders, my Penny Adgeh. And I lifted up her veil from her face and I kissed her in marriage commitment. It is fulfilled in 1998, 58 Shul calendar, 37 Hibashara. When I married, all of in my righteous marriage ceremony, when I married all of the wives of the govt, and named them Pimside Orcas, I Genesis chapter 3 verse 20, because I'm their righteous seed. I'm of Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. I married Melchizedek Adgeh alone. And in 1999, 59 Hebrew calendar, 38 Hebrew, while I'm in mine in Pimside Orcas, Garden of Eden by no common law, I saw the divine vision. In the vision, I am with my sweetie Penny Adgeh. It is another Penny Adgeh, not a Penny Adgeh. On my default bed, she's my wife. And as I am there, I am watching Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17, and I saw the apartment building owned by Herodotus collapse. It is the collapse of all other world religions before the sight of Elohim. And Elohim, in 3 months, unmasked. They accomplished infiltration, disinformation, and brainwashing disguised the mask of religion. In the United States as well as Europe. And in 2060 Hebrew calendar, 39 Hebrew, while I am in mine in Pimside Orcas, hidden by heavy rain, I saw the divine vision. The vision, I strike the spirit of communism, saying, away communism from China is now 80% fulfilled. And 2001, 26 Hebrew calendar, 40 Hebrew, I saw the divine vision. The vision, I have completed my wedding to Melchizedek Adgeh, and I was having pussy with her, my chest on her boob, and now I am having pussy with her. On her boobs, and my chest on her boobs, and as I'm having pussy with her, I was singing her a Hebraist divine song of love. I didn't confess, I didn't read or listen from anywhere. And the same month, Elohim revealed to me while I was flying out of United 1998, quoting Melchizedek Penny, and it is for the completion of my wedding to Melchizedek Penny in the Adgeh, parish with Adgeh, and 8 other Penny Adgehs without divorcing any of my 3 bidets or evangelist legally. Therefore, I didn't travel to Europe for completion of my wedding since then. And also, Elohim revealed to me why my Melchizedek Penny had been dressed with Israeli military uniform in 1997, divine vision of mine. It is because Penny is British American, and the British are part of the so-called North Riders of Israel, exiled by Assyria in 722. Before the birthday of Yeshua. And they are now the Scandinavians, the British, Irish, Iceland, Swiss, French, Luxembourg, and Belgium. And also the same here, Elohim smote the Cushite, the Negro, African, so-called Khalid, who said, kill Melchizedek, the white man, all his white children, all his white wives, so they will not rule over us. And the same year, it provides my divine vision of my background and congregation of the universe, in which I was on the stage of Liberty in New York, 300 meters or more from the Flaring Torch. The Western white singer, the French girl, has held by her right hand on the incorruptible iron rod, which has been planted in the middle of Hebraist era, January to March, I saw a divine vision. In the divine vision, I am somewhere in a building where Hebrews have gathered to pray for the state of Israel. And because I am Hebrew, I was in the midst praying independently. And as I am praying, I was singing a divine song of prayer. And this says, no matter what, they redeem and lead. No matter what, they redeem and lead. So Israel. And 2002, in the summer, Elohim really built me with many examples. Christianity is the heresy of power, as well as the mistake of the Jerusalem Council, which in 1987, as I see, the so-called Christian minister has distracted me, and I didn't pursue it. Nevertheless, now I stood invincible against Christian messianics, and I prevailed against them. The same year, 2002, I collapsed the Soviet Union evil communist which existed in the Republic of United States, comprised of Yadiswan, Venezuela, the figures, African blood, as well as hero artists. From the street, 763, calendar, 42 Hebraist era, I saw another divine vision. In the vision, I am either in Kuwait or in Iraq with large soldiers of ISIS, and there I declared, stating, Allah doesn't exist in reality. The only genuine God which exists is the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the God of Israel, Yahweh, Elohim. Therefore, victory is mine. And it is fulfilled 100% now, and it started being fulfilled in 2008, 2068 Hebrew calendar, the 47 Hebraist era. Nevertheless, there were times in which Al-Qaeda overpowered the Western countries' coalition military, numbering in hundreds of thousands for many months. And during then, it was the time in which the Obamas, they said, it is another beta, bring the soldiers home, where we have lost the war. The so-called anti-war demonstrator Shavout. And as days went by, the drumbeat reverberated across the ISIS louder and louder. And Bush's job of rating has sunk to 27%. Nevertheless, the God of Israel was not on their side. Neutral was on my side. And by neutral Kohen Gadol, I declared it in 2003. And victory became mine. And how it came to happen is some say it is because of the military service. But they are wrong. It is work of Elohim. I've noted, I don't say this in Proverbs chapter 21 verse 1. Neutral turned some of the previous Al-Qaeda members against Al-Qaeda itself. And they started fighting by the interpretation of Islam. Al-Qaeda version of Islam conflict against the Iraqi version of Islam, and they started fighting each other. At the time, the American military armed those former Al-Qaeda members and now fighting against Al-Qaeda and started paying them salary. And they made the main success. Though the military search has contributed some success, the main success was achieved by the work of God. And victory became mine as I declared it by the Ruach, the Spirit of God. And 2004, 764 Hebrew calendar, which the Hebraist era, as I'm teaching my Hebraist and mine and Pipsel were just garden fitted by Indianapolis, Indiana, stating Christianity, heresy of power, as well as the mistake of the Jerusalem Council, and their Jesus, Yehoshua of Messianic Jews is anti-Christ, evil, not all evil Messiah Yeshua. Those who consider themselves affiliated to all denominations of Christianity, as well as Messianic Judaism, they surrendered their God to me. They surrendered the video of their Jesus to me. And starting 2004, I started praying, stating, eliminate three regimes of the surface of the earth, and make an end to Iman suffering, they call, and Elohim. So we could teach those in those countries also Hebraism, and make it easy for us to teach Hebraism in those countries. And Elohim answered me in Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Cuba has started reforming. Vietnam, North Korea is in the process trading, but have started too. And all these are which the gods are enabled me achieve it by neutral maybe by my Hebraist High Priest or Kohen Gadol foundation leadership. And 2005, 65 calendar, I debated all of the religious Christian denominations, Muslim Christian, all of the Christian denominations, pastors, Muslim ministers, Jewish rabbi, the business leaders, economic leaders, as well as scientists is earlier, and as well as chairman of the Republican Party of State of Indiana, chairman of the Democratic Party of State of Indiana, and I defeated them all. And 2006, 660 calendar, 45 Russia, I launched the Hebraist conversion campaign to convert all of the whites and govt acquisition assets to Hebraist. And I successfully finished it in June or July 2006, and November to December the same year I saw advantage in the vision I have inherited my land in United States of America. And 2007, 6 calendar, what 6 Elohim said to me, delete their world leaders. So I debated all of those religious, business, economics, politics, as well as science leaders, and I defeated them all. Accordingly, April 3rd, 2007, 40 years of Abi, 40 years of Nisan, 6 calendar, 46 and the day of Passover, it was our victory, Hebraist victory. And the Hebraism, as Elohim said it, in Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 4 to 14, in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 4 to 7, the Hebraism, which has been extinct for more than 1,000 years ago, resurfaced and defeated anti-Hebraist world order once for all in my Hebraist High Priest Kohen Gadol for nations leadership. Numbers chapter 24, verse 17 is also fulfilled. And 2009, 2016 calendar, 48 Hebraist the gods appointed me, the Hebraist High Priest Kohen Gadol role of all nations in the world. And 2010, 17 calendar, 49 Hebraist March 17, I saw advantage in the vision. I sent to hell the devilish speed, the driving force of socialism, communism. It is the elimination of socialism, communism from the surface of the earth, and I have achieved it by devising effective Hebraist policy against it, by proving, and which I proved socialism, communism is worthless, and my Hebraism is worthy. It's not only socialism, communism, has been measured, anarchism, atheism, all other religious except my Hebraism, Satanism, Halloween, Valentine's Day, and so on, all other non-Hebraism, business, education, because they are wrong, because they are derived of the devil, they teach crime, tyranny, sin, and so on, and they misled the world population from the blameless way of God, and proving it worthy, my Hebraism worthy, and all the other the anti-Hebraist things, including socialism, communism, and Satanism, worthless, successfully eliminated. It's all available in my Hebraist site, the necessary evidence. And 2011, 7-2 calendar, 50 Hebraist the God of Israel anointed and appointed me, the Hebraist High Priest Kohen Gadol role for all nations in the earth. And August 13, 2011, 30 of Elul, 5771 Hebrew calendar, 50 Hebraist Elohim said to me, told me to make my introductory video to my Hebrews as well as Israelites, the household of Israel, declaring to them the thousands of years awaited redemption of Israel, the household of Israel, as the Sahi, Melchizedek, Dr.Mek Adgeh, the Hebraist High Priest, Kohen Gadol, wrote for Moshe. In other words, the Hebrew lawyer, whose royal crown, Elohim, of my Hebrew forefather, King David, Elohim has restored to, neutral, appointed to make that reform start to its fulfillment. And which I have made the video and published it to ownership.us. And in 2012, 72 Hebrew calendar, 51 Hebrew Ashtera, the gods are provided me divine visions in which the blacks are banished from all other countries to Africa, to the land of Cush. Genesis chapter 2, verse 13. The reason is because what is revealed to me is because of the blasphemy of God, in which they named themselves God, Jesus, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, and so on, which sought blasphemy, and also they fought against the council of the God of Israel for many years, and also for their bold worship African numbers be disguised with various religious masks, as well as the horrific crime against humanity they committed by threatening our First Amendment right of United States Constitution, in which at least 32 million persons are suffering in hell, which otherwise I could have averted their eternal days by shouldn't they threaten our First Amendment right by sabotaging the social networking development customization project, and then also the email address of news reporters, journalists, editors, contaction software by tampering the software, so I could contact and email it. I could have offered their eternal days, their suffering in hell, by enabling them obtain eternal life verifiable on earth. So for all these things, Elohim has banished the black Cushites, Africans, Negroes, to the land of Cush. And here are the evidences which proves my Hebraist government and calculation of the universe is superior, and indeed the legitimate leader for Americans. And what Elohim said in 1990, 50 Hebrew calendar, 29 Hebraist is proved 100% divine. In Amos chapter 8 verse 4, Elohim has said, they make kings by themselves without my counsel. And it is something which proves the illegitimacy of all political systems existing in the world. All politicians, they are not anointed by God, they are not whom God has appointed them for such things. And the second thing is they make laws which infringing for the individual rights of United States citizens. There are many laws existing in the United States which the citizens of America individual rights are infringed upon. And also when social tyrants, so-called voters, vote against by infringing on the individual rights of the citizens, they consider it as legitimate, as legal, so wrong. And the God of God is the God of freedom, as noted in Isaiah chapter 61 verse 1, 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17. And also they have led socialists, communists, neo-Nazis, Satanists, and so on, all organizations which commit crime against humanity to function legally in the land, as well as to take even to take political power. It's all wrong. These are organizations who commit crime against humanity, enemies of human beings, enemies of God. And also, their representative democracy is a small version of slavery in which the legislation enables public is not taking part, in which many bias legislation. And also, all of the politicians have some degree of exposure to abominable practices Elohim prohibited in Exodus chapter 22 verse 18, Leviticus chapter 20 verse 27, Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 9, and so on. And also they have in the executive branch, they have the so-called executive privilege, in which they cover up anything from being investigated by governmental officials, by the government officials. It is a den of the devil, the den of criminals, such as Richard Nixon and Lincoln, to commit their crime after taking office. case, the Obama's healthcare law is a socialist law, tyranny, dictatorship, which coerces young Americans, youngsters, to pay cash, which is a cash giveaway, for which they don't get any benefit. And the United States Supreme Court, so-called judges, are not Americans either, who said it is constitutional and American citizens are legally it is right to force them to infringe upon their individual rights. Yes, the first, the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution, Section 1 and Section 5, clearly says it is only by making appropriate laws, legislators could make laws which doesn't infringe upon the individual rights of any American citizen. So, my Hebraist justice is also supreme of all justice systems in the world. The other thing is, our 7 core American values are individualism, capitalism, constitutionalism, science and technology, liberty, justice, and refined religion, and tyranny, coercion, dictatorship is none of it. It's not a Western way of thinking, a Western way of government. We Hebraists, we are Hebraists capitalists, we are the Westerners. And my Hebraist capitalism is the just form of capitalism. And the other thing is, they have poor, by their inferior governance skills, they breed criminals. For example, they make available tools by which a person commits crime legally. In market, for example, hacking software tools are available legally. And when a person buys then and steals cash from somebody's bank account or from somewhere, then they say, let's investigate, waste the time, energy, and cash. It is very on purpose while providing the means of committing crime and breeding the criminal. Also, in terms of fighting crime, in European Union countries as well as in many of United States capital punishment, death penalty is abolished. And what they made is they provide lodging and food and free medical treatment and things like that. And then in jail, the criminals they communicate with by formulating various codes of communication to those who are outside, and they run a criminal enterprise outside. Who is the result? The public. The money is lost. Crime is continuing. Those so-called arrested, they are not arrested. They have due to administer. It's all wrong. And also, when a person calls 911, the police arrives in 20 minutes or more. Particularly because now, because of the cash drain, they have now, and it is more than necessary time for the criminal to commit crime and disappear from the area. But as for us, have effective crime fighting policy, and we are effective in eliminating the causes of crime, preventing crime. And if crime happens, in taking down criminals before they escape. In few seconds to a minute, we'll reach crime scene and take down criminals. And we are effective in eliminating crime as well. The other thing is education penalty. Young Americans, the future, which are the future productive employees of the land, innovators, future innovators, the future leaders who will be standing for the welfare of the land, they are penalized by interest loan and the educational loan they take. They are penalized by paying, by making them pay interest. It is all wrong, and there is no, there are many things, but it is just as God which exists blameless before the sight of Elohim. And my supreme Hebraist governance, the governing principle of my government and congregation, peace, even kept us democracy, the favorite of world leaders, in many ways, even in freedom. And my Hebraism, by which I defeated all those leaders, is what the God has taught me, not what I learned from any person, religious or Satanist. So even Harvard University, the first ranking university in Northern, I want to learn this for me, HisMelchizedek Dr.Mek Adgeh. On this one, I have 113 credits over the world leaders, not from any government leader, over the world leaders, 113 credits. And that's why I have 401 fulfilled prophecies, 95 fulfilled prophesies, several Hebraist High which I made it experienced by the Spirit of God, not by our own practices, and required in Exodus chapter 22 verse 18, Leviticus chapter 20 verse 27, and so on. This guy is the mask of religion, as well all other pastors are into. And I will lead the world population, except the blessedness of God, the other sons of Torah, the Bushites, in greater freedom, greater economic prosperity, crime-free, greater standard of living, global stability, and eternal life, very powerful laws, as noted in Exodus chapter 8 verse 19, Mark chapter 16 verse 1 to 18, Luke chapter 10 verse 17 to 19, John chapter 1 verse 12, Acts chapter 2 verse 4 to 6, chapter 19 verse 13 to 20, and so on. Therefore, what Elohim spoke to in 1990, my foundation, as well as in March chapter 3 verse 50 through 70, is proved 100% divine. And all other government, all other religious in the world that have collapsed in 1999, calendar, all other governments in the world have ended before the sight of Elohim, in 2007, which is the 672 calendar, or 657, and they will dissipate soon, and I will be replacing them by my Hebraist government and congregation of the universe, and the Hebraist High Priest, Kohen Gadol, ordination, the universe, leadership. They only exist before the sight of human beings, as well as the rejection of the then King Saul and the anointing of my Hebrew forefather, the then King David, was as noted in 1 Samuel chapter 15 through the end of chapter 16, 2 Samuel chapter 3 through the end of chapter 5. Therefore, legal citizens, residents of the United States of America, I want you to be aware, except the other forms, the blessings of God, the God of Israel has set you free from the anti-Hebraist and the devilish spirit of the anti-Hebraist world order, which has caused you, which has strayed you from the blameless way of God, and caused you many hardships in life, including eternal days, by providing you the opportunity to comfort your life and obtain eternal life, as well as a better life, subjected to my Hebraist government and congregation of the universe under my Hebraist High Priest, Kohen Gadol, rule of foundation, leadership. The opportunity, as well as better life, you don't exist, you don't find it anywhere in any other government in the world. So, learn my Hebraism as one of my Hebraist different sites where you belong. For descendants of except the blood, the blood, the African, the blood source of God is the foundations.org. For all white today male figures, except the other one, for all white today ladies, or white today child, except the solar, is www.ohlshem.us. For all white today girls is www.hebraist.us. Or Hebraist want to email me your photograph for the caption to you. I'm sure the Kohen Gadol, they click on HisMelchizedek Dr.Mekbib marriage, and I could email me your photograph from there. And the original marriage is two HisMelchizedek Dr.Mekbib and the Hebraist High Priest. All other persons are psychopaths, Satanic states, not vegetable persons. I have a mask at the feet. The blood of Negroes who so-called psychically burglarized into my apartment, steal my intellectual property, my identity, my identity. And these guys, I think, is their identity. As if it is, as if they are the persons. As if he must is anything of theirs, whereas it is not. I have unmasked them on Hebraist.news.us. What is the force? Nothing worthy, subject to punishment. Not worthy even to bow down and worship anything mine. And also, the unknown, the devil, the followers of the devil, disguised with a mask of religion or not, to claim anything mine, they don't have even the right to exist anywhere in the universe, except suffering in hell. The Almighty God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God who was the God of Yahweh, Elohim, has sentenced them to 2-day sentences and endless suffering as noted in Exodus chapter 22 verse 18, Leviticus chapter 27, chapter 20 verse 27, chapter 24 verse 16, Isaiah chapter 36 through the end of chapter 37, Matthew chapter 12 verse 31, chapter 26 verse 60 through 65, Psalm chapter 9 verse 17, Matthew chapter 25 verse 41, Mark chapter 9 verse 46 44, Luke chapter 16 verse 23 24, Revelation chapter 20 verse 10 through 15. And my Hebraist palace, all the gates built in the Hebraist state of America, were transformed in United States, and after making it a Hebraist state, one name is the Hebraist States of America, and in the Hebraist state of America, where the God of Israel will guide me to, I will have built my Hebraist palace, what Mr. wants me to, and I have defined all the messages. I am HisMelchizedek Dr.Mek Adgeh, the proud Caucasian Hebrew, ethnic American man with redskin Hebrew, Caucasian Hebrew look, the Hebraist High Priest, Kohen Gadol, role foundation in the books, the founder of the Hebraist universe, founder of Hebraist Elohim, the only man in the universe, the Hebrew royal, whose royal crown of Hebrew forefather, the King David, the God of Israel, restored to. I have 9 titles, and one man in the universe, HisMelchizedek Dr.Mekbib, and Hebraist High Priest,